can't tell if we're going. Oh, we are. Okay. Hello, friends. As you know, I don't do a lot of editing on my videos because I just like to keep it, I don't know, simple, I guess, especially in these times right now. But I thought I'd come outside and film this episode because it's so nice out, and I'm not getting outside enough these days. Been self-isolating, and right now I have the courtyard at my group home to myself, so I thought this would be a nice place to film. Anyway, so today I just thought I'd touch on some things that I've been doing while I'm isolating, to either keep myself busy or just, you know, to deal with everyday life things during this COVID-19 era that we're living in at the moment. So most of the time I am isolated in my room. I do watch a lot of TV. I've been watching a lot of documentaries and a lot of good stuff on TV. Recently I've watched I watched Roots, and I've been told there's more than one version of Roots, so I'm not sure which version I watched. It looked fairly modern filming, so I'm guessing it's the newer version. And wow, it really gives you a lot to think about. If you haven't, I'll have to see if I can find the other version of Roots and compare notes, but it was really, I'm trying to avoid to say nice to see, but it was nice to see characters coming from a background that is basically from a background that I'm not familiar with. I should be more familiar with it than I am, because this is a part of American history, and it's been summarily left out of our history. You know, we're told about slavery, but we don't really delve into the details of it. And watching a show about slavery that comes from the you know, from the very beginnings of when someone is literally taken from Africa into slavery in America it was enlightening for sure. Anyway, I highly recommend watching that. And on the same note, you've seen me mention these before, and we've even read some of the cards. I want to get back to the Black History flashcards, because I think that Black History is for all the time, because that is a part of our American history, not just for February. So let's take a look. Where are we? So there was one card on here that I definitely wanted to point out. I don't think I've touched on this one yet. So this card says Black Wall Street. So did you know there was a Black Wall Street? I didn't before I got these cards. The Black Wall Street was in Greenwood, which is a suburb of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it existed from 1906 to 1921. And now that I know this, that 1921 definitely sticks in my mind as a point in history that needs to be remembered, especially in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So let me read what the back of the card says here. One of the most successful black economies in American history. O.W. Gurley, a wealthy African-American from Arkansas, moved to Tulsa, purchased over 40 acres of land, and sold to other African-Americans in 1906. During the oil boom of the 1910s, area of northwest of Oklahoma around Tulsa flourished. Tulsa Race Riot of 1921, a two-day massacre of hundreds of black residents started by a white mob. Over 800 people admitted to area hospitals, estimated 10,000 homeless, 35 city blocks of housing, The community mobilized its resources and rebuilt the Greenwood area within 5 years of the race riot, in spite of the political efforts to prevent reconstruction. So that's the history of Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Greenwood. This card was the first time that I had heard of Black Wall Street, and it's interesting because when I was reading this card here in the group home, there was another resident sitting by me, and he was from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he had never heard of it. And he was kind of skeptical about it. He's like, well, I'm going to have to look that up, and da-da-da. Well, yeah, of course it did happen, and if you're from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you've never heard of Black Wall Street, that tells you how suppressed Black history is in America. But anyway, again, I recommend highly these Black History Flashcards. The website is urbanintellectuals.com. You can see it on the bottom of the card there, urbanintellectuals.com. So they have multiple sets. This card is from the first set, and most of the cards that I've read from in this series have been from the first set. Here's the cover. It looks like a deck of cards. It comes with 52 cards, and sometimes there are even coupons in there that you can give to your friends. And there are many different sets. Okay, the first one was just the original Black History card set, and then the second set is women. The third set is STEAM. That's as in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, with arts mixed in. So they call it STEAM. I thought that was actually kind of cool. And then Volume 4 is pre-1492. So that, in other words, pre-America Black History. And so I got an email recently that notified me that there is now a 5th set. And Volume 5 is Afro-Latino-Caribbean, and I haven't even opened this one yet. And as you can see, some of these aren't opened, and the reason is this is my 3rd set. I like these so much that I can't help but give them away and share them. Sometimes I give away individual cards, and sometimes I've given away entire boxes of them. I can't say enough about these cards. They're really great. If you have kids, it makes learning this stuff really fun. And I'm excited. Let me open this one. I'm just curious to see what's in it. I've never seen this one at all. I just got this one the other day, and I haven't opened it yet. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Let's see who we got in here. Oh, I should have pre-opened this so that I could save time and not make you guys watch me while I open this. But anyway, okay, I got the top open anyway. All right, let's see, what do we got? Okay, first one is a card about kids' Black History activities, which is kind of cool. And then they've got another coupon. Okay, so we've got, here's the likes of what they got. They got Hugo Chavez, Tina Fiera, Alba Raballo, Raballo, I'm sorry for mispronouncing that. There's a whole bunch. Wow, a bunch of new names that I've never heard of before. This is great. Oh, this is great. The art on these are just fantastic as well. Some of these are drawn, and others are actual photographs or pictures from history. Whoa. Okay, sorry. I should look at these later, but I'm just always so fascinated to see who we got in here. Ah, this is exciting. So anyway, I have a whole brand new set to explore there, and this has been my favorite way to study Black history with these cards, because every time I open this set, I can look through the cards and see if I remember who these people were and what their place in history was. So, fantastic. Volume 5, Black History cards. Excellent. Okay, let's see how much time we got. We're about 10 minutes in. So, the other thing, okay, I'd mentioned before some experiments I was doing with my TENS device, and this was a TENS device that was sent to me by a friend. This is what it looks like, and you know, I can put another set of the electrode pads, but you know, there's 2 electrode pads that you stick on your arm or leg or wherever you're going to do it, and the control panel looks a little bit like a cell phone, but when you turn it on, I don't know if you can see the device on there, but has a bunch of different settings and you can set it. Anyway, I'd been doing some experiments to see if I could use this in lieu of exercise, because I have what's called an exercise intolerance with my mitochondrial myopathy, which is a muscle disease. And there is no treatment, no cure. They don't know enough about the disease to really do much for those of us that have it. It's extremely painful and causes severe fatigue. Well, I had hoped that maybe using this electrical device to stimulate my muscles would give me exercise without, number one, giving me the severe pain of the lactic acid that I get if I try to exercise by regular means, and was hoping that it would also help rebuild some of the muscle that I've lost, because if you don't exercise and you have an exercise intolerance, of course you're going to get weaker. And for those of you that don't know me, I used to be a weightlifter, not in competition or anything, but I used to love to lift weights. When I did exercise, I usually did it through lifting weights, you know, arms, legs, whatever, and I used to have a very strong body. So it's been hard for me watching my body get weaker and weaker. Oh no, somebody's cutting limbs over there. Hopefully this will come through. But anyway, and so what ended up happening, so I did the TENS device on several days in a row, and found out that while yes, it helps me save energy, as far as getting some exercise, that, you know, I didn't feel tired, you know, after the exercise, but the problem was I still got the lactic acid. So after doing it 3 days in a row, the next day, which was yesterday, I actually felt quite sick, so from the lactic acid. So I'm gonna have to probably adjust how I utilize the TENS device. I'm gonna keep trying some things, but I'm gonna have to do it cautiously, because I did way too much and just kind of wiped myself out with pain by utilizing it too much. So that's just a report on my experiment with that, and we'll see how it goes going forward. So anyway, I think that's about it for today. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm hoping to continue working on some programs for Lions Pride that will be more COVID-19 friendly, but we'll see what that looks like. I'm going to be working with, I have an advisory committee, and I'm looking to, I'm not going to give away that other part. Anyway, I'm looking into some options to kind of change up how Lions Pride works, and I'll give you updates as I have more news on that. So I love you all. I hope you're doing well. I can't wait till I don't have to self-isolate anymore. Please wear your masks. If you're someone who is against wearing masks, understand that it's not a political thing. It's about people's health, and people who are vulnerable like me, who will die if we get the disease. If you're spreading it around, even if you're spreading it to healthy people, a healthy person might spread it to me or to someone like me that can't tolerate the lung infection or whatever. And I can't express enough that how important wearing a mask is for health reasons. Fuck the politics. This is not a political issue. I'm really annoyed that people are making my health into a political issue. So anyway, please wear a mask. Love you all, and this is the time where I say Lady Lioness and friends signing off.